What's going on, guys? It's Markoshi here. We are back with another video. This time we are going to be talking about the current New Brunswick real estate market, again with Espiritu. Before we get into that though, I want to say thank you to Milk Caps for this dope Fundy fertilizer vintage cap with this, complete with pom-pom here. It's actually pretty funny. It's an amazing hat, and if you guys go check their website out, you will find something pretty amazing.
Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane.
So again, we're here with Espiritu, who's my best friend. He is a killer real estate agent with Keller Williams in the Greater Moncton Area. We're gonna dive right into this right now. So what has happened in our market in the last year?
I feel like it's exploded. When we got together in April, we can only, guess at what was going to happen since the beginning of the pandemic, before all this started, and it has just kept going up and up and up since. It's been crazy.
So what's changed?
House values, the prices that homes are selling at has definitely changed, has gone up for sure. Okay. What else has changed? The attention on our market, and I say that just because of the fact that there's always been a lot of attention, to move out here since this whole pandemic began, and everybody knew that our house values were relatively lower compared to the rest of Canada. So yeah, what's changed? House values increasing, more people wanting to be out here.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
But what's stayed the same?
A little bit hand in hand, you know what I mean? What stayed the same? The amount of people that, want to come out to Atlantic Canada and be here, right?
Okay.
It's the desire to be out here, for sure.
So I'll ask you again, are there any signs of slowing down?
We can never tell the future, right? But we can take a look at the previous 2 years worth of statistics and see that the market has kind of, done a little bit of that. So what's in store? I'd say more of that.
Okay.
For sure.
So, and how do you see the direction for 2022?
Just, it'll just keep being, keep going an upward trajectory. There's still a lot of demand. I'm hoping that it'll balance out a lot more with listings coming available, because we're at a record deficit, you know what I mean, for the amount of inventory that we have, which is creating a lot of, multiple, offer situations, a lot more, in terms of multiple bids, that kind of stuff, right?
So we're still seeing those?
Yeah, we really are.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of buyers, not enough inventory. It's just mayhem. Yeah.
Okay, so what tips should buyers know about offering?
Be prepared. Preparation is a really big deal. If you're going to be submitting an offer, obviously you want to be, at your best comfort level. You do want to put your best foot forward and give your chance the opportunity to have your offer considered. But the stronger that you build your package, pre-approvals absolutely necessary. If you could provide your agent a letter to submit with your offer as well, and a couple other things, maybe a written letter. Those are all strong, right? Don't just go with an offer and then there you go. Get creative with your offer, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last question here is and we talked about this before, and I could never do this, and shout out to Helen, to AJ, to Kathleen, Catherine, just a bunch of people in the
Sharon.
New Beginnings group.
Yeah.
Sharon, yeah. Shout out to you guys. But can you provide any tips for YouTube on when buying sight unseen?
It's obviously a very, nerve-wracking process, not being able to step foot into your potential house, right? I get it. I find that if I was buying out here in that way, I'd be just as nervous about doing it. But my advice and my tip would be know your agent. Give yourselves the opportunity to do your due diligence with these agents that you're talking to. If people recommend them, that's fantastic, right? So you're gonna have, you know, really good praises or good reviews from those people. But do your due diligence and get to know your realtor. Really, you know what I mean? Have the conversation, see if your values align, see if your personalities align, see if they're asking you a lot of questions to find out more about you, just to get to know you. The relationships that you build with your realtor are, you know, in my opinion, are going to reflect when they go and do a virtual tour and a virtual showing of that home, right? If they have your best interest in mind and at heart, then they're going to take a look high and low and show you absolutely everything, right? You know, before proceeding, right? For sure.
Great. Anything else to add before we kill the video?
You know what? It's the market is crazy. I get the market is crazy. We're still, you know, relatively the most affordable. As crazy as it sounds, relatively the most affordable next to the rest of Canada in terms of housing. Even though we've seen a big spike, you know, in our house prices. But really maintain the hope. Really, you know, in my opinion, it's not in your advantage to maybe wait too long, because if we can't tell into the future if things are going to keep going up, as an example, a house gets on the market right now at 250, you know there's going to be multiple offers, right? We don't know what's going to happen. What happens in springtime when the sellers decide to be a little bit more aggressive? What happens when everything goes up and now the $250,000 house that you're wanting to go in on is now going to start listing at 265 or 270? With your pre-approval budgets, if you guys do need lending and you know and pre-approvals, that's a lot closer to where you are, you know, maybe potentially at your max, right? And less likely to be able to compete. You know, just dress your offers up, make sure that they're really good, you know, best foot forward, again, to what you're comfortable with, but make sure, you know, you're putting your best foot forward and having a good package that you're sending in, right?
So we're gonna kill the video here. Big thank you to Mike for dropping by the Fundy Undies / Jazz Fest office. Fun fact,
awesome.
Thank you. Fun fact is this is the first video shot here, and going forward, this is where the videos are going to be. I know I keep talking about videos coming up. I'm filming all the time. It's just I don't have time to edit, which is really weird. I obviously don't do this full time, so. I sincerely apologize, but again, thanks to Mike for dropping by. Oh, no problem, man. We're gonna head out to the. It's actually the last day of Christmas in the country in Hillsborough here. We're just gonna do some last-minute Christmas shopping. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome, and you know. This is a very hot topic right now, so if you guys can, just share the video on social media. New Brunswick real estate is still a very hot topic, and we are out. Peace.
See ya.